So, my name is Professor Carolyn Hogg, and I'm the Professor of Biodiversity and Conservation in the School of Life and Environmental Science here at the University of Sydney. And I work on threatened species genomics. So, what we found in this research study is that there's 5 genetic clusters of koalas across the entire range along the eastern seaboard. Koalas in New South Wales actually have all those 5 different genetic clusters. And interestingly, that koalas that sit really close to the coastline on those coastal populations that sit east of the Pacific Highway are really becoming genetically constrained because of the highway and the ocean and development north and south for those populations. And so what we've shown is that this species needs ongoing management to be able to survive in some of these environments. When we started delving down into it, we wanted to understand what was happening with genetic diversity across the koalas range, all the way from northern Queensland through New South Wales into Victoria. The reason we are very interested in genetic diversity is the more diversity a species has, the greater potential they have to adapt to a changing world. So koalas are one of Australia's most well-recognised species, but obviously they don't live in isolation in the habitat. There's lots of other species that live in those environments as well. But if we can use koalas and the research we do on koalas to promote better habitat connectivity across the landscape, not only will koalas benefit, but all the other threatened species that live in New South Wales. So one of the things that we need to realise is that humans are not separate from nature. We are part of nature. And the better we are at looking after our backyard, if it's under our control, or encouraging government agencies or communities to look after the natural environment, the better off we will all be. The exciting part about this research, because it was funded by both the New South Wales and the Australian federal government, we've actually been communicating the outcomes and findings of the research as we've been undertaking it. So government hasn't had to wait for us to publish the research publication. We've given that information to them over the last 12 to 18 months. And they've used that information in their decision making when it comes to managing the landscape, looking at where isolated pockets of koalas currently exist in different parts of Australia and how we can better protect that moving forward. And so this research coming out in a research publication is really kind of the pinnacle of the conversations that we've been having for the last 12 to 18 months to make sure that our research is really applied in real time.